Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about 1,000 Pound Sister, Season 5, Episode 3.
It Takes Two needs something from you, and we need 1,000 subscribers.
Yes, please. Please.
Listen, we're not going to get it at the end of the year. Matter of fact, how rude am I to ask for something from them? How was y'all Christmas?
Actually, let us know. I like reading y'all's comments.
Let me know how y'all Christmas was.
Yeah, where'd you go? What'd you do?
And if it was bad, in detail, tell us why it was bad.
Okay.
You ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Walk us through it.
Well, Amanda is in a standoff with Michael where we left off before.
Yeah.
Michael said that he'll give Amy her card if she comes back home. He wants to talk to her alone. And Amy says that she's done and they're getting a divorce.
Listen here, be careful of those people that want to talk to you alone. They want to manipulate your mind. They want to isolate you. You get what I'm saying? To get into your head. What are you thinking so far, this scene so far? This is a continuation of last episode. Go ahead.
I just think it's a wild scene. I don't know why Michael is acting the way he's acting. Yeah. I don't know why Amy has given him all of her bank cards and all this type of stuff for him to hold on to. So to me, it's just very alarming.
Very alarming. Keep going, Blair.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Tammy is calling the cops, trying to get someone to come to the house. Amanda's saying, I'm not going to leave you alone with her. That's not happening. Then he actually does get a chance to talk to Amy while they're sitting down on the ground.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I don't know why you're acting like, I get upset when you leave. And she says, well, in the past you have the time before and the time before that and the time before that. And she's tired of only interacting with him and the kids. Yeah. He tells her or pleads for her not to get a divorce. Amy tells him this was the final straw.
Listen here. You hear Michael screaming, talking about, I think Amanda was asking, how come you can't watch the kids? How come you can't do it? And he said, he can't do it. He can't do both of them. Well, brother, you can't have fun time. And then when it's time to work, you only want to have fun time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? No. There's a consequence, or there's because children are not consequence. I don't want to say consequence.
But it's a reaction.
There's a cause and an effect.
Right.
To basically, if you go lay down, then you got to get down and take care of the kids.
Exactly. Both of them.
Exactly. And one of them, based on what Blair told me, one of them was during a time where Amy was suggested not to get pregnant or something like that.
Yeah, because she had just had the surgery.
Yeah, so now you got to get down to their level and take care of them kids. Those are your kids. Yeah. Continue, Blair.
Well, Misty is saying this is too much for her, so she goes outside for a smoke, and Amanda
Misty
does too.
Red flag. Have y'all been following the show? They not supposed to be smoking, Blair.
They have to quit smoking so they can be up for their surgeries. Yeah. Well, the cops pull up. Yeah. And Amanda explains the situation outside while she got her cigarette in her hand and explains to the cop what's going on in there. Yeah. And the cop goes in and asks to speak to Amy alone because Michael's talking about, I gave her the cars. She has the cars. Like, ain't nothing wrong. We just talking. Now, you think Tammy should have called the cops? Yeah, I think she did the right thing.
Here's the thing. Even when the cops got there, they asked questions like, is that her husband? Like, is this their property? Like, there's only so much cops can do. Yeah. Because no one's breaking the law. You get what I'm saying? At most, they could just try to suppress whatever's going on. If there's an argument, they should just remove one party for a period of time. But I already knew when the cops was called, no one was getting arrested. Yeah. Because Michael wasn't doing anything. He didn't put his hands on her. He was just being a bad husband. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Just not considerate, not letting her go to Santa Claus. Somebody in the comments before, matter of fact, I probably will find your name by the end of this episode. They let us know basically the distance of where they are compared to the inner city. It is a distance.
That was a good insightful explanation because the person said that they were from that town and it is like an hour or so to get out.
A little over an hour.
Yeah, so it really is like a big to do.
Continue, Blair.
Well, the cops explained to Michael that if she wants to leave, that's her right. You can't stop her from leaving.
Let it go, Pharaoh.
Michael's lying, talking about he wasn't trying to stop her. Without the family, Amy is saying that she wouldn't have had the strength to leave. Well, and the cops being there as well.
Now listen here, man. Blair, you've been watching this show forever. Yeah. This is our first interaction with Michael that I've seen, and this is basically your first detailed interaction with Michael.
Yeah, because he usually doesn't say much.
What are you thinking so far about Michael, Amy, and their interaction, marriage, and so forth, their relationship?
I think it's terrible. I mean, one, I thought it was terrible by him not being willing to take care of both of his kids and just allowing her to have time with her family. And she's always got to have one or both of them with her. Even when they're at family events, like you always see her running after both kids, stressed out and frazzled. And he just be sitting there chilling.
He wanted to play the video game.
Yeah. So I'm not into it. And I'm glad that Amy is starting to see the light. You know, as we get further in, she explains that she has asked Michael before for help and different things. Yeah. But he's just not changing.
Yeah, I think one of my predictions, I was wrong in one of my predictions last episode. I think in real time, if we go break the fourth wall a little bit, I think they are divorced today. Okay. I believe they are based on what I read. But we actually get to see the steps or basically the operations of their marriage and their relationship and how it's unhealthy. It kind of makes me think like, okay, I don't want to go so far and say, Amy, this is probably why you're more on the unhealthy side because of your marriage. Because obviously we see it's in the family. Yeah. There's something in the family tree where habits haven't been picked up and things like that to live a healthy life, even so far where they may live in a food desert. Yeah, dude, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's things that even there, where they are physically, it doesn't produce healthy habits. But a relationship, a marriage that she's in, oh yeah, I could definitely see why she won't be able to get that surgery or basically get back on that healthy track, especially at this stage where
she doesn't even have time to basically take a shower, let alone go to the gym or cook herself a healthy meal. She's probably just eating as she goes.
It's too much. You heard him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Continue.
Well, Amy and the babies go to Tammy's house. Yeah. Tammy volunteered her home until Amy can decide what she wants to do. Well, Amy is overwhelmed. Yeah. She's kind of like blaming herself a little bit. Okay. And Tammy tells her, well, first she asked her, which I really appreciated, Tammy asking, can I be honest with you?
Can I be honest with you, Blair?
And Tammy says she doesn't see him changing at all, ever. And Amy says the boys deserve better. And Tammy tells her, you deserve better. Tammy tells her that you're not doing this alone. And she doesn't need to make any big decisions now. And I'm just like in awe by Tammy and how mature and helpful she's being with Amy, especially with all that she's going through personally. And she's not even letting Amy feel it. Like, she's just letting her know that you're here. I'm going to help with the kids as much as I can. And the fact that Tammy's even helping and she just got out of rehab. Listen, I mean, come on.
Tammy, I don't care if you just got out. I don't care how many pounds you lost, 100 pounds. We putting you to work. Okay? We are 3 people are moving in with you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Continue.
Yeah. Well, Amanda comes over to see Tammy, Amy, and the kids. Yeah. And she brought over just some little face masks so they can have like a mini spa day and just to have some time to talk. Yeah. Amy says that in her heart, she's ready to walk away. Yeah. She says she used to be the glue to hold the family together, but now she's a used piece of gum.
Used piece of gum on the bottom of some dirty shoes. Continue.
Amanda says that she knows several attorneys who can handle divorces. Yeah. And Tammy tells her that you've got to move the money so he doesn't withdraw it and leaving you with nothing.
Oh, yeah. That's what. Listen here. You already gave him access to it. Yeah. Hopefully it's not it can't be. It's not a joint account. It can't be.
Yeah, it probably is. If she's saying he can get in and withdraw the money.
But my thing is, in my head, I'm like, if it's a joint account, why does he need her debit cards? He would have the same debit cards to her account, to the account, is basically what I'm saying. I'm thinking like it's probably. Matter of fact,
I mean, his name could be on it, but he doesn't have a debit.
If it is a joint account and he has a debit and he's taking her cards, that's wild. Yeah, like that's wild. That's why I was like, if he's taking the debit cards, is it a joint account? But that's small detail.
But even the fact, I don't know how, so y'all can correct us. I don't know how the banks work and all that. But even if you're somebody's like husband, do you have some type of like right to something? Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
Continue.
Yeah. Well, Tammy is saying that she has to prioritize her health, but she's also going to be there for her sister.
Listen, your sister was there for you, Tammy. When you was on your little hill turn and stuff like that, being mean, throwing these little parties with weed and alcohol and things like that, and you didn't want to clean, you didn't want to do nothing. Amy came over and took care of you. You get what I'm saying? So it's good to see you in as the good guy, as the hero. Yeah. Actually. In this season so far.
And being calm, like she's being so calm. It's crazy.
You so surprised by this because I'm not surprised because I never watched the show.
Yeah.
So you saying this is complete 180, 360.
She'd be hollering, yelling, screaming, crying. I thought that she had some type of issue to where like her brain hadn't developed past like 2 years old or something. I really thought something was wrong with her.
Oh, well, we about to find out. Keep that in mind too, because there's something about some liberties that she haven't been able to do since the age of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And because of her weight loss, she's able to do it, like riding in the back seat and things like that. Maybe that's probably added to it. You get what I'm saying? Continue.
Yeah. Well, Tammy goes to Dr. Smith's office.
Yeah.
And she shares with her doctor that she got married.
Whoa.
And
stop right there for a second. I don't mean to stop you. I don't mean to stop you right there. But stop right there.
Yeah.
Did you see the doctor face when she told him?
He looked so proud.
No, he did not.
He didn't?
No, he
did not. I thought
he
looked proud. He gave her a hug and everything.
He looked concerned.
Really?
When she told him that she got married.
Oh, I thought you meant before she said that. No. When she walked into the room.
No, walking to the room, he was happy.
Yeah, he was happy.
But when she told him that I'm married.
Yeah, he did look concerned.
He looked very concerned.
Yeah.
And then he basically was like, I hope that, it's a good marriage, that you basically continue on with your journey and things like that. And that leads me to believe that she shouldn't have got married. I know we all love Tammy right now, and she's doing everything good. She's losing the weight. She's doing everything. But it leads me to believe that if the doctor looks concerned, because usually when we told people we got married, people was happy.
Yeah.
But she has such a hill to climb. Even with the great success she got now, it's kind of hard to put you responsible for another person when you really have to be the main priority with the health that she has. This is not my 600-pound life, quote unquote, in the sense of that episode, but these are people that are big.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And their health is really at a critical stage, even with the weight loss that Tammy has.
Yeah.
And I think
she's still in the danger zone.
I think the doctor's face was kind of like, Do you get what I'm saying? Not even knowing the behind the stage or like behind the scenes of basically how she feels about Caleb. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, continue.
And that's pretty much what Dr. Smith lets us know as the audience. He says he just hopes it's a positive influence.
Yeah.
He kept it cute. He didn't say too much.
No.
Yeah. Well, Tammy weighs in, and she weighs in at 420 pounds. So I believe she lost a little over 100 pounds.
Now, watch this. She said she haven't weighed that small since 15, 14, within that 14 to 16 range right there.
And I was shocked by that. I was like,
wow.
I was like, wow, she was that big, that young.
That means at that age, from that age on, there was things that she couldn't do, like riding in the car, going up ramps, which kind of leads to some type of, I think, of some mental development. You
I don't know.
I think so, because
it could be like arrested development a little bit.
Maybe, but I think also mentally, because what happens is if she's not going out, she's isolating herself.
Yeah.
Which can play on the mental game and things like that. Because she ain't go out. Yeah. Unless she was going to the hospital and things like that. She ain't do simple as just walking and going up the ramp and things like that because she was scared it was going to collapse. There's a lot of mental battles and mental hurdles that she had to get over. And I think at her being 420, still big for her size, the doctor see her and say, you look great.
Yeah.
You look amazing. Yeah.
And well, Chris is there. So Chris and his wife took Tammy, and Chris is there for an appointment as well because he still wants to get the skin surgery.
Yeah.
So he weighs in at 300 pounds, and it's what he weighed the same time last time he was there.
Shame on you, Christopher.
And Dr. Smith tells him that plateaus aren't uncommon, but if you do the right things, you can lose the weight. And he wants him to lose 50 more pounds before they start discussing skin surgery.
Listen, a couple episodes ago, I saw you cooking that barbecue, Chris.
But he said he tried to make it as healthy as he can, but I know we weren't sticking to 1 or 2 servings.
Dude, you know what's a healthy barbecue?
What?
No barbecue.
Okay.
You can buy no sugar sauce all you want. You can do whatever you can, but that is still meat. And that's still sauce. And if you want to have a healthy barbecue, get some lettuce and things like that. I think Chris put too much pressure on himself. I think he puts too much pressure on himself. And there is something to when you achieve something, you kind of take the foot off
the pedal
a little bit. Remember, he's not trying to get weight loss surgery. He's just trying to get his skin tightened and things like that. And the doctor said, and there's something to it, and maybe you can educate me on this, Blair. I think he can get it now. But there's something too. I think I heard the doctor saying in the episode something that will him losing the weight would actually give him more. It would benefit him more in the skin loss. It would basically help him and things like that.
Well, the reason why he's saying it would benefit him more is because he has more weight to lose.
Okay.
So if he were to get skin surgery now, there would still be a good amount of skin left.
He probably would have to do it again?
Yeah. There would still be a good amount of skin left once he loses 50 pounds. Okay. So he's just saying lose as much as you can now and try to maintain at a healthy weight that we're trying to get you at. And then we'll go in and do the skin surgery when we know this is pretty much around the size that you're going to be.
Yeah. Also in that doctor's appointment, I want to bring up the small talk conversation she had about Caleb. She brought up Caleb to Dr. Smith, his name is.
Yeah.
And she basically let him know where he is and what he wants, and he wants to be able to do that. And Dr. Smith was like, I'll talk to your boy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
He said, I'll meet with him.
I'll meet with him. But we gonna revisit that probably later on within the episode. Let's go, Blair.
Well, Amy and Amanda go to the bank to get money for her to start over with the kids. Yeah. They go to the bank and they seem like they have a good time going. They crack jokes. They enjoy each other and just trying to keep Amy's spirits up. And they didn't tell us how much they took out, but we found out that they left $1,000 in the account for Michael.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's them being nice.
Yeah.
Continue.
Well, all the siblings, except Amy, go to the gym to work out. Yeah. Chris brings out the trash bags to get them sweating. Old school. And especially since Misty and Amanda have been smoking, so he wants to make sure they can try to sweat some stuff out their system. I
don't think that works, buddy, but I hear you.
But everybody puts the trash bags on, and they meet up with their trainer, and they all kill the workout. Yeah. They all knock it out.
Tammy was working out.
Yeah, she was doing the ropes and everything like that. She was doing her thing. Yeah. Chris asked Tammy how it is with Amy moving in. Like, are y'all going to be able to get along? Yeah. Tammy says that she hasn't been able to get much sleep, but she does enjoy having them there. Amanda says the plan for surgery is for Chris to go with her and Misty when they go. And Tammy is saying that she and Amanda will be fine alone. Yeah. Amanda's worried that something might happen to Amy while she's gone.
What do you think about this scene so far?
Well, one, I enjoy seeing the siblings come together to work out. Yeah. Because a lot of the times you kind of just see everybody just trying to do the best they can, like individually. Yeah. But I do think if they can come together more often, they probably could encourage each other a lot. And it seems like they pretty much enjoy each other for the most part. Yeah. Now, the thing about Chris leaving to go with Amanda and Misty, when they get their surgery, I'm hoping that Tammy and Amy can hold the fort down. And I think they can, but it is a little bit concerning because Amy's pretty emotionally unstable right now. And Tammy is holding on by a thread. She's doing a great job, but she herself knows like it's a lot. Yeah. So I just hope that they can keep it together, for a while.
I have something to say about Amy, but I'm going to wait. Okay. I'm going to wait. Continue.
We get to see Caleb, and he is in rehab playing cards. Yeah. He misses his wife, and he's been emotionally eating. Yeah. He has an appointment with Dr. Smith, a virtual visit. He weighs in at 537 pounds. So he actually gained 37 pounds. Wow. Dr. Smith says that Tammy came such a far way with the same food sources that you have at the rehab facility. Yeah. So basically, if Tammy was in the same place you're at, eating the same foods you're eating, if she can do it, you can do it too.
She lost 100 pounds? Or close to that? Yeah.
And so he was saying, like, Caleb, you got everything you need to do what you need to do. If Caleb gets to 500 pounds, Dr. Smith will talk to him about surgery.
Stop right there. Is that a science thing? Or is that, and when I say science, I mean like medical? Or is it something that the doctor just want to see your willpower?
I think the doctor just wants to see your willpower because everybody's weights are different. When they're going to get these weight loss surgeries, whether Dr. Smith, when they have people come in, they set a goal weight for them, but it's never the same weight for the people. Because it's like not because like, oh, like this is a safe weight for you to get it, but it's like we need to see enough of your habits change that you're going to do what you need to do in order for the surgery to be safe. Because people can get the surgery, their stomach's smaller, or they had, there's different types of like weight loss surgeries, and they can overeat, they can overindulge, they can stretch their stomachs back, like all these different things that you can do to mess up your surgery. So it's like we want to see the pattern that you're able to, or that you're going to be able to do it. And a lot of the times, like, so they have them to be cleared for the surgery. And so they might go with their primary care doctors or their heart doctors and stuff like that to clear them, but they also have them meet up with a therapist.
Okay.
So that way they can work out some of their issues that they have when it comes to eating and just individual therapy, so they can get in the right mind path to keep up what they need to do.
So basically everything that you just said is Caleb on the right track to get the
Caleb's not on the right track, and Caleb knows that. He's not on the right track. Like he said, he's been emotionally eating. He's having a hard time with Tammy gone. And he's not focusing at all on what he needs to be doing.
We know Caleb passed away, unfortunately. So I'm going to ask the hard question. Y'all may not like me for this question, but I'm going to ask it. Did him being married to Tammy contribute to his early demise?
Let me answer that.
Go ahead.
I say no.
I say yes, but go ahead, you first.
And the only reason I say that is because with Caleb being the size that he's at and then the health condition he's at, it's really a game of time.
Oh, okay.
So
he's playing with time, basically.
Yeah, he's playing with time, with being at his health stage that he's at. So, I mean, he, R.I.P., but he could have passed away the day of the wedding.
Okay.
Because he's so unhealthy. So it's just like, it really could have happened at any point. Even if he turned his life around to start being healthier, you're still 500 pounds.
The reason why
and I just want to say, and the only reason I say that is because, like, you know, I like watching like My 600 Pound Life and different stuff like that. And some of those people, not a whole lot, but there have been people on that show who have turned their life around, who are trying to eat healthier, and they still end up dying. So
the reason why I say that is because, and you can help me with the backstory of how I think Caleb was looking for Tammy or something like that.
Yeah, I think he like found the rehab she was at.
Yeah, he basically was like a fan or whatever, right?
That's how it came off to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Caleb, right? R.I.P. brother.
Yeah,
right. But my thing is, I don't see how Tammy benefited from this place, and Caleb didn't. Right? Why would he put that pain of losing a wife on himself? It's kind of like me and a dog, right? I have no problem with dogs, only some dogs, right? But I will never buy a dog. The main reason why I will never buy the dog, because I'm going to outlive the dog, and the dog is going to die. And the heartbreak that's going to come from me buying that dog is going to be recreational heartbreak. Why am I doing that to myself?
Okay.
So I'm like, with Caleb, why would you care about another person? This sounds weird, but you are the one that needs the saving. You get what I'm saying? Your health is the main priority. Why would you fall in love when you need to save your life? And now you emotionally eating and things like that, even though he probably been eating. You get what I'm saying? But you emotionally eating. You're emotionally eating. You feel sad. You feel depressed. These are all recreational things you didn't have to feel if you didn't get married to Tammy. Tammy's the one that was focused and was able to get out.
Yeah.
But you didn't use that as a launching pad to basically stay on path or to stay on track with Tammy to get out. Even though it's easy to Monday morning quarterback, hindsight's 2020. Blair says, which is actually true, you're gambling. So who to say that even if he was focused, that he would have, outlived? So maybe it is unfair to put it on the marriage that he got married. But basically, he's playing with time. He's playing with time. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. Well, Caleb's major thing is, and Tammy's thing was that they really wanted him to get the trach out so he can go home. So Tammy was hoping that Dr. Smith will let him know, if you lose this amount of weight, you can get your trach out, you can get your surgery, you can go home. Dr. Smith tells him that you're probably going to need to keep your trach in for a time period after the surgery. So Caleb says that he really wants to go back to Tammy, and they've had plans for family and travel and all this type of stuff.
Brother, your life.
Yeah.
Recreational heartbreak. You get what I'm saying? Recreational sadness. You just doing sadness out of, like, you talking about, I have plans with Tammy? Where's your support group? Where's your mama? Your grandmama? Mima.
Yeah.
Is what they say. Your best friends. And because Tammy at least have the support of Chris and Amy and Amanda
family,
and Misty
her siblings,
and things like that. Her mama, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, where is Caleb's support group that's not in the rehab facility? You get what I'm saying? Continue. I'm getting a little passionate about Caleb. I miss him.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Well, Amy calls Michael and said that she's done and she wants the divorce.
Yeah.
Hung up the phone. That's all she said.
Hang it up.
Until the divorce is finalized, Amy's going to stay with Tammy.
Yeah.
Tammy says all she asks is for Amy to clean up after her kids.
That's fair.
Amy get to crying.
Whoa.
Because she's saying she's doing the best she can.
She is.
Tammy is tired, but not just because of the babies. She tells her that she's not sleeping much since leaving Caleb.
Can we stay on Amy for a second?
Sure.
Can I ask another question that may get the audience a little upset at me? Mm-hmm. Just a little question. Based on the seasons that you've seen, Blair, have Amy cried this much?
Not this much.
She looked like she.
I feel like in every scene, like she's crying.
No, it's not like.
No, in every scene she's crying. Her face is red. Like I've seen her cry and stuff before, but this just seems like the breaking point that she's saying it is.
This is why they brought the face mask in like a couple scenes that like you told us about because her face is always puffy.
Yeah, Amanda's saying her face is always puffy because she's always crying.
So she looked like she's on the verge of a breakdown if we were to guess, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My question is, don't get mad at me. Is she in a position to take care of her own kids? Amy.
Honestly, not by herself. I feel like she really needs help. I'm not going to say like she needs her like kids not to be with her at all. Of course not. No. I'm not saying that.
We're not called CPS. We don't work for CPS. Okay.
But I'm saying that she needs a break. And I think she needs a break daily.
I think she needs more than a break.
I think she needs to send her kids to daycare Monday through Friday so she can rest and get stuff done in the day. Like she needs time.
Amy come off to me as very unstable, and I think that she is not in a position to watch her kids alone. Mm-hmm. That's the unfortunate thing. Tammy, as great a job that Tammy is doing with helping her sister with the kids, Tammy is not in a position to watch the kids with Amy. She's not.
Yeah, I mean, she can't do nothing with Gage because Gage is running around. I mean, he's a toddler.
She's not.
Yeah.
Listen here.
All she can do is feed the little baby.
We're not fat shaming nobody. This is why we're watching the show. We're not over here talking about fat shame. We're not doing that.
Honestly, they're inspiring me. I mean, I got cabbage in the oven right now.
But we don't have to tell people our personal life either. Okay, I mean, I'm about to say.
Okay.
Like, this is a professional show.
I'm just saying it's inspiring.
It's not. I'm not going to lie. It's not inspiring.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is we're not here to shame nobody, but I'm here to tell the truth. Amy is not in a position to watch her kids based on what I see because she looks like she's on a breakdown.
Okay.
Tammy is not in a position to watch the kids alone because for one, she's in her own journey of trying to lose more weight and things like that, and she's still big that she can't watch and go after the kids.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So what are we doing here? Mm-hmm. Even with the kids staying with Tammy, like your help is somebody that needs help.
Yeah.
Dude, you get what I'm saying here? Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to shame nobody, but I'm just trying to state the facts. Tammy is in a position where she needs help. Mm-hmm. Amy, you are able-bodied so far, but emotionally, you're not able at all.
Yeah.
So you need to figure out what you got to do. You may need to go to some counseling and things like that. And maybe drop the kids off with somebody like Amanda or somebody like that who's more able-bodied. Tammy is better now, but her better is still in the negatives. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I'm not over here trying to speak like, it's inspiring and all that stuff. I'm just looking at what I'm seeing. I'm like, this is not a good plan that y'all got going on. Like, you just stay with Tammy. Tammy's not able-bodied. She's learning to be able-bodied. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Continue.
Well, Caleb FaceTimes Tammy.
Yeah.
Tammy updates Caleb on the Amy situation, but Tammy's stressed out.
Yeah.
Caleb actually thinks it's a great thing that they live together, so that way they can be there and take care of each other.
He seemed like a level-headed guy.
Yeah. He tells her about the appointment with Dr. Smith, and Tammy's bothered that Caleb is backsliding, but he's really sensitive, so she feels that she has to be strong for him. Mm-hmm. She tries to give him other activities and advice for things he can do other than eating his feelings. Mm-hmm. Like she says he likes to play video games, like why don't you do that? And he says he doesn't want to play video games, he wants his wife. Go ahead. Tammy says that if she crumbles, the whole world will go to hell.
Listen here, Tammy gonna be a villain again.
No, I think she's saying that to say that everybody around me is gonna fall apart if I fall apart.
But you're not even put together. That's my whole point.
Yeah.
Tammy, this is what I'm talking about right here. Let's talk about brother Caleb for a second, brother.
Okay.
Caleb, right? Caleb, You said you want your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want your life? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tammy is not your life. You just married the woman. What was your life, or what was the life you pictured before Tammy entered, before you started and got into the same rehab facility? What did you dream or want for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Because now, based on what Blair told us, I have to use that information and say, you're not emotionally eating. No, you're not doing anything different that potentially got you in this position. Because in my opinion, I'm like, if you really want to get to your wife, if you want to get to that traveling,
you do everything you can.
You do everything you can while you're playing with time. I'm trying not to break the fourth wall, but you get what I'm saying, right? And now to get with Tammy, she's like, if she crumbles, the whole world will go to hell. That's the problem. No one should be dependent on you, Tammy.
Yeah.
Because you're not in the position.
Yeah.
We can't look at her with her great weight loss at 420 pounds now. We can't look at her and say, well, Tammy, she's where she needs to be.
No, she's still in recovery.
She's still got a long way to go. And to depend on her is not fair to Tammy. Amy, you need to get your life together, get a divorce, and not live with Tammy. Take those kids away from Tammy, because that's not fair.
And honestly, I appreciate Tammy saying that Amy can stay as long as she wants and all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Amy, I don't want her to take advantage of that.
She might.
Because she feels like, oh, okay, I have a moment to breathe. I can think. I'm going to chill out for 2 years.
Yeah.
No, like really give yourself like a 6-month time frame of something and actually get to work on something. Give yourself maybe a month to just zone out.
I even give you 2. I'll put up 7. I even give you 2 months to zone out. Go ahead.
Right, but you need to be working on something so that by the 6th month you're where you need to be, and not at the point where you're a year in and you're like, I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
like. Give yourself time, but you got to be in motion. You got to be moving in some direction for yourself and your kids.
Look, it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story of 2 sisters who are best friends who leaning on each other. But you're leaning on somebody who has one arm, who has one leg, and I'm just using that metaphorically with Tammy. That's not fair to put that on her to where she's like, if she crumbles, now you're telling someone hey, you're back home, I'm going to put this weight on you.
Yeah.
You're back home, I'm going to put the kids on you. You're back home, I'm going to put my marriage on you. You're back home, I'm going to put my stability on you. Tammy came home, and the first thing y'all did was argue.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And now she's back home, haven't been back home for long. Well, we don't know because, filming and things like that. But let's just say she's been home for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Right? She's been home for 3 weeks, and guess what? I'm moving in with my kids. That's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right. Anything else on this episode that you want to share, Blair?
That's all I got.
Did I go too hard on Tammy? Did I go too hard on Amy?
I ain't feel like it.
I ain't feel like it either. I could go harder.
Oh.
Caleb, we miss you. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, y'all be good.
Bye.